1937 in Omaha, Nebraska, USA. A little 6-year-old boy started his investment journey by selling sliced gum to his neighbors. After that, he worked selling Coca-Cola bottles in the summer to buy his first stock at the age of 11. That child has grown up and is now 90 years old, and his fortune, which started with a few cents, is now estimated at $100 billion to be the 5th richest man in the world. We're talking about the cunning old business magnate, Warren Buffett, president and CEO of the investment giant Berkshire Hathaway. This investment company manages more than 90 companies working in various fields. Today we will not talk about Warren Buffett or his investment career. We will mention the 9 most important tips this man said, and if we try to apply them, I think that many things will change in our lives. The first tip: negotiate before starting work. Warren Buffett's grandpa offered him and a buddy a job when they were young, which involved clearing the snow from his grocery shop. After Warren and his friend agreed and spent hours of exhaustion, the grandfather gave the child a pay of 90 cents. Here, Buffett learned an important lesson, which is that all details of the work in the deal must be clear before starting it, because this enhances your negotiating position and bargaining power. The second tip is to never lose money. When he was young, Buffett bet on a horse race and lost. He bet again to lose twice the first amount. So then he learned an important lesson for every investor, which is that sometimes, in order to get out of a hole, we can sink ourselves into a deeper one then. This implicates the importance of knowing when to withdraw. Buffett's third piece of advice is that knowledge is a compound interest. As experiences have affected Buffett's life since he was young, always being informed, knowledge, and continuous learning are part of his investments. When he entered Columbia Business School, he was apprenticed by Benjamin Graham and bought this book, The Intelligent Investor, which he said is the best investment decision he made at the time. The fourth piece of advice is to invest your own money. Buffett advises when investing that the invested amount must not depend on loans and other people's money. The idea here is that when you have debt, it can push you to make the wrong decisions. The tip number 5 is to invest in an area you understand. Buffett also advises us to invest in things we understand. He says the danger comes from not knowing what to do, in that it is not necessary to do something extraordinary to get extraordinary results. The sixth tip is to work hard and be persistent. Your potential may be simple, but with diligence and constant perseverance, the results can change. One of the models that Buffett admired was a Russian immigrant named Rose Blumkin. Her possibilities were very simple, and she started a small business in used clothes. Then she raised a small amount and set up a furniture company, and through perseverance, her company was able to become one of the largest furniture stores in the world, called Nebraska Furniture Mart. Buffett's admiration for this woman made him acquire this company in 1983. Tip number 7 is to be friends with people better than you. Buffett advises investors that they always associate with people who are intellectually higher than them. He says one of the best things to do is to surround yourself with people who are better than you. The idea here is that when you associate with people who are better than you, you will start to act like them and vice versa. Tip number 8, it is not necessary to go with the flow. Buffett says in times when people are greedy, stay one step back, and in times when people are afraid, be greedy and be 2 steps ahead. The 9th and final piece of advice is that yourself is your most important asset. If you do not have the money to invest, one of the surest ways to invest is to invest in yourself. Buffett says that this investment will give you returns of 10 times. The advantage of this type of investment is that its returns do not stop throughout your life. And now we have reached the end of the episode. The best investment you can make at this moment is to subscribe to the channel. And our question to you, as usual, is: what is the best advice you liked from Warren Buffett, and why? See you in the next episode.